let's talk about practical ways to deal with the phobia of public speaking. I know you have a strategy called the 3 Ps. Let's start with the first P, preparation. Tell us what goes into preparation.
Yeah, and I think, so the 3 Ps are preparation, poise, and performance. And everybody talks about poise, which is the anxiety piece. But to me, if you're not prepared well, you can do all the deep breathing exercises you want to do and all the positive mantra stuff, but you're in a lot of trouble. So you gotta prepare. You know those people who just wing it. Yeah, I'll just wing it. No big deal. That doesn't go well. We've seen the wedding speeches that bomb. So preparing, there's a lot to say about preparing, but I'll break it down to what I think the most important pieces are. The first one is when you're going to speak in public in any capacity, you on this podcast, for example, first thing you have to ask yourself is, who's the audience and why do they care? Because it's always about the audience. No matter what you're talking about, what the forum is, even if it's about you, it's still about them. It's still for them. They've given you their time, sometimes their money. So you got to really think about, who are they specifically? Why do they care? And how can I provide value? So once you figure that out, then you move on to who are you as a speaker and what's your unique value? Why should Moshe Popack be hosting the show and not somebody else? Mm-hmm. What is it about your specific life experiences that makes you the expert to host the show? Now you have a good idea of who the audience is and who you are. So now you move on to your talking points. Do I need to be fully scripted? Do I want to be a little bit off the cuff? Do I want to just focus kind of on high level? What are the 3 most important things? That's probably a good way to do it. Kind of start with what's the most important takeaway I want people to have with this speech, and work off of that. And then the rehearsal process, which people hate. Whenever I work with somebody, I say, well, what's your rehearsal process? And they go, I rehearse. I kind of read it to myself, and I feel good about it. And I said, that's not rehearsing.
Sure.
Rehearsing is rolling a camera, even if it's your phone, and performing and watching it and being honest with yourself, being fair to yourself, and maybe having one other person also be honest and fair with you. But until you see yourself and hear yourself, you're not going to know where you're falling short and what you're doing really well. So I think those are the most important parts of preparation.